Hey traders, I'm going to be sharing with you today a bit of a weekly recap on all the markets through here. We're going to look at the Dow Jones, S&P 500, Nasdaq. And the reason I'm whispering is because it's really early in the morning here, Sunday morning here in Australia, and I'm just getting ready here. We're also going to be looking at the GDXJ, and it's just a bit of a recap around across all the markets here, guys. But there is one market I truly believe, that is set to have the biggest bull run in history over the next couple of years. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, over the last 15 years, we've tested 64 different trading courses, and we have put the most powerful systems and trading techniques that we've discovered in this brand new trading course. And for a limited time, I'm giving away free access. So go to johnsfreegift.com. That's johnsfreegift.com, or click on the very first link in the description to get free access to this brand new trading course right now. So let's get straight into the Dow Jones. Now let's have a look here. Now with the Dow Jones, what do we see? What's happened basically this week here? Firstly, we can see that the Dow Jones is still actually stair-stepping in a stair-stepping sort of fashion here, and we can see that this pullback through here has been quite weak. If you notice that, you'll notice that this low here, this major low, this is actually still could be a bit of a higher low through here. So we really haven't. Yes, we've got a bit of a pullback, haven't we? And it's actually a bit of a weak pullback too. So that's actually a double whammy. Why I believe we could be getting ready for another move to the upside real soon. And what I mean by that is that we not only are we making a higher low and a higher low, but you can see how a lot of the times when we start to get tops and bottoms in the markets, you'll get sort of this sort of top, very strong move up and a very strong move down, and then it'll do that, and then it'll break down. We haven't actually done that. We had a nice move up, and then we had a nice move down, and then we just sort of dwindled down like that. It's actually been a very, very, very sort of weak, sort of slow move. You can see the sellers are not really coming in strong. So that tells me we're probably likely to start to see something like this real soon out of the markets here on the Dow Jones there. Same for the S&P 500. You can actually see my moving average is still trending up nicely on this is the 52, and you can see once again that these little lows through here, but the major higher low in these markets is let me bring this up here. So these are the lows through here. So you can see this was the last significant low. And what I mean by significant is that it's not these little pullbacks, because they're not really significant. The significant ones is when you get a nice, it's like a wave up, wave down. And if you look at the market like that, like you can see here, we had a nice wave up, bit of a wave down. Maybe not through there, right? So if we have a look at the major highs and major lows, where was the major highs and major lows through here? So we had sort of a move up, and then we went sideways, and then we had a move up, major high, and then we came major low, major high, major low. So if you look at the market like that, and as you can see, major high, major low, major high, major low, and so on and so forth, you'll be able to get a bit more identification of where things are. So we are still really stepping up on the S&P 500. Yeah, granted, we have got a pullback off this level through here. And the thing is, guys, is that was sort of expected. One, if you guys remember back many weeks ago, I was saying, be careful around the 3,000, 3,500 and 3,600, because that was my multi. Let me go to the weekly chart now. That was that three levels, three trend lines. I had major trend line 1, major trend line 2, and then there's another major trend line 3 right here coming into play. And as you can see, that came smack right there. So it's not a coincidence that we found a lot of resistance through there, and we're getting a bit of a pullback. On top of all that, you can see the market went for a big run, and as you know, the markets go in stair-stepping fashion, right? They run up, they pull back, stair-step, and stair-step, and stair-step, and look at this here, and stair-step, and stair-step, and stair-step. Look at this here. But because due to the fact that when the market goes up for quite a bit of time, we're likely to get a bit of a stair-step fashion. But you can see what happened here, right? We actually, not only were we at the levels of resistance, but we actually just basically ran straight up. And now we're actually having a pullback. So once again, look at this. Look at this. This is the last significant low through here. And this is the last significant low through here. So if you're looking at the market, you're like, okay, the trend hasn't actually changed. We're not actually changing trend through here. And same for the Nasdaq as well too. Now, yes, granted, we could be forming some form of a top here, but that's us guessing, right? The trend is still up. Now, we asked, if you notice the moving average. This is again 52 moving average. Notice we've been on the daily, we've been trending up really, really nicely through here. Notice how we're starting to sort of flatten out here. That's actually a bit of a telling sign that momentum is slowing on the Nasdaq. So it'll be really interesting to see what actually happens with the Nasdaq. Now, the Nasdaq, out of all things, is the highest out of all of them. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we did see something like this, but we'll have to wait and see what actually happens through there. So once again, guys, I truly do believe we're likely to start to see a bit of an upside movement. I personally, for the Nasdaq, would love to see this thing just go sideways for quite a bit of time. With all this, guys, you'll be able to see that the stock market and the mining stocks, you'll be able to see that the markets here are probably not going to really be doing much until the actual election moving forward in a couple of months time frame. Now, moving over through, let's actually go through to silver and gold and see what's happening through there. Bit of a recap on what actually happened with silver. Bit of a pullback through here, and we held this sort of level through here with silver on this daily chart. Bit of a pullback. If I go to my weekly chart though, actually, you know what? Let me just bring up a blank chart. All right, blank weekly chart. There we go. If I bring up my blank weekly chart, and you'll be able to see that this was the last significant sort of level of support through here. There's actually a lot of support levels down through basically where it is right now. You can see around that $22 level, 22 just above there. That whole area through there, just below where it is. You can see it came almost down through there. I believe that silver right now is part of, at the start of the video I said that there's one market that I believe is going to have the biggest bull run in history. Silver to me is the second on that list. It's not number one of the biggest bull run in history. It's not number one, but I believe it's number two. What I mean by that is that silver to me is likely to make likely to make a nice move, but it's not the biggest one that I believe is going to happen over the next couple of years. And the reason why I say that, guys, is like, the whole analogy of, and I've said this many times, and I even say to my private clients, it's such a simple analysis, a simple effect on how to really understand and read these markets and understand how to trade these markets. Guys, and if you're interested in learning how to trade the markets and so on and so forth, then grab that free trading course I got below. It's a free trading course. It's just going to help you. Just get the help you need, okay? But you'll be able to see here, like when the market does nothing for quite a bit of time. Okay. Now, if I go to my daily, if you see my weekly chart here, notice how silver has done nothing here for a this is a weekly chart, by the way, guys, weekly chart, done nothing since here. Okay. And then the market breaks up, makes a higher high. Now we come back down. The market doesn't do that for no reason. Okay. To me, we have started a very big bull run in silver. That's number 2 on the list. And this whole analogy, guys, is so simple but so powerful. It's like it's glaringly obvious what's likely to happen with silver, and know what's likely to happen. Okay, and then if I go through there, if we have a look at silver, you can see what's going on here. And if I go and if I see how, look at this here, guys. Okay, so if you see how the market has been stair-stepping down here for quite a bit of time to 2014, and then we went sideways, and then we just broken out, and now we're just coming back down. I believe we're now ready to make a bit of a higher low. Picture that for a minute. Now I'm going to take you over to gold, and I'm going to show you what actually happened with gold. All right, so look at this here. Gold went down to where? To around 2014. What actually happened? Oh, look, we did nothing. We did nothing until we broke out. Oh, look what happened when we broke out. Oh, look, we went down, sideways. Oh, look, we broke out. We had a bit of a pullback. Remember, this is a weekly chart, by the way, guys. So this was like maybe 3 months of pullback. People freaking out. Oh, the top's in silver or top's in gold. And look what happened. And we continued up. Now, as you can see, we actually had a bit of a flush down, but the overall trend has been moved to the upside. So what I'm saying is this breakout here, after all this sideways, has now started this nice big bull move in silver. And now gold has already made a very nice move. So gold's very hard to say. Now inflation is likely to pick up over the next few years. So gold's probably going to be a very good hedge against that. But on top of all that, if you're looking at it from a purely market perspective of what's really going on a fundamental level, silver, this here, the market doesn't do this for no reason. And so if you look at this, you can see what's actually happening through here. Now, if I flip over to what I believe, based on what I just said there, guys, what I believe is likely to be the biggest bull market in history, and we're still on the early stages, is the GDXJ. GDXJ. Look what's happening through here, guys. It's like it's almost picture perfect, almost picture perfect on what we look for. Now, remember, guys, look at this here, okay? Let's go back to gold for a minute, okay? It's because when you're trading is all about patterns, isn't it? It's all about patterns. Notice how gold came down, then 2014 to 2019, into basically 2019, we did nothing, right? The calm before the storm. And if you understand the way markets work and how life works, really, everything works in cycles, right? We go through a really good trading period, we go through a bit of a shit trading periods. We go through really good times, we go through really bad times. For the last probably couple of months, I've been going hammer and tongue at the gym and just going, right? Get at the gym and doing high intense cardio sessions. I've been going. Guess what's happened over the last few days to me? I've hit the wall big time. My back's sore, my legs are sore, my hips are tight. It's like I've had to take a couple of days off, right? A bit of a cycle, bit of a pullback, but I'm ready to go again in a few days time frame. Right? But everything is cycles. So once the whole thing about trading, right, is that when you look at, or investing, should I say, is that what is not what's likely to be. But what was is likely to be the opposite. Now let me explain what I mean there. No, what is what I mean is like what is it was this down here, right? That's the what is. But but the opposite is likely to be, which is the move to the upside. If things are quiet for a long period of time, you just see this in life, guys, okay? Like if you're looking to invest in property, where's the best time to invest in a property market? Is it when the market's been flying high? Or in history, over hundreds of years, when's the best time to buy property? If you see a property market that had a big move and then suddenly they went through a bit of a 3 to 6 to 4, maybe even 5-7 year slump, what do you think's coming, right? Do you see how this could actually be a very, very, very simple thing, guys? But it's like, oh my goodness. But look at this here. Look what happened. And the reason why I'm bringing up gold is look at this. We actually went sideways for a long period of time. We broke out, little pullback, and then we started to move up. Now, let's go have a look at the GDXJ. What do we have here on the GDXJ? So, look at this here. From 2013, really. Look at 2013 to 2020, we just broke into the upside, and now we're just getting this pullback. This, to me, is exactly what gold did. Remember that little run up there? Once again, let me go back to gold. Gold went sideways. Okay, we had the little breakout, and then we had a little pullback, and then that started the big bull move. It's sideways, long time, breakout, pullback, big move. GDX. Oh, sideways, long time. Remember I said before about cycles, right? Long. This is a massive calming period, guys. A massive calming period before I believe the greatest bull market in history is going to happen. Now, when I say that, firstly, let's go back to what I said before about gold. Look at here, breakout, bit of a pullback. Once we start to get a bit of a breakout like that, guys, it is on like Donkey Kong. It really, just get ready. It's gonna be really, really, really exciting. Now, on that, if you guys are trading, if you guys are looking for a nice move over the next few years, you should not be freaking out about pullbacks, because you're going to get that. Just like with gold, if I go to my gold chart, look what happened with gold. Right, let's go back to the daily chart here on gold. Yes, we've got a breakout here in 2019, but look what happened here. Right, we got a breakout, but then we went sideways. We went sideways for like pretty much, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6 months. And then we broke to the upside. Then we had a big flush down. Then we broke up. Then we went sideways. Then we went up. And then we broke down. And then we're probably going to do this again. You see what I'm saying there, guys? So if you're investing for long term, in these markets, then don't be freaking out about pullbacks. That's the way the market works. Expect that. It's what's going to happen. That's actually a healthy thing in the markets, by the way, guys. They see these pullbacks. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see this thing go like this, really, really quickly like that. Why? Because just like, I'll get back to that in a minute. But you can see here, with market does that, now we're in bubble territory. Then that's what happens. But if we can get some nice little pullbacks like here, nice run up, nice sideways, stuff like that, that's a nice healthy pullback. So the greatest bull market in history, to me, has already started. You just got to not focus on the last sort of couple of months, but look at the massive picture. If I said, okay, looking back, if it's 2025 right now, if I'm looking at the end of 2025 and I look back over time and said, okay, what would have likely to happen? We probably would have seen a triple digit silver, meaning like probably $100 silver. At least if and I know that's just me plucking something out of the air there, but silver, at least a $50 silver, I would say, we're probably likely to see. And we're probably likely to see all-time new highs with the GDXJ. So if you're looking at investing purposes, for me, if I'm looking back over that time, okay, what's likely to happen? And then now let's actually start to place positions based on that and there. So for me personally, guys, I'm not in GDXJ right now, but I'm very, very close to putting on a very big position here. But I am already in silver. I got into silver, for me personally, long-term investing. I got into silver back, I think it was through here somewhere. And I enjoyed the bit of a flush down, and then this bull market has started. This here, to me, and I've said it many times, is that this is the final low before the biggest bull market in history in silver has. This is the final this is the final low for many years to come. So that's what I see there, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.